Good morning. We are here on an unusual day because of the bleeping of the smoke detectors yesterday. Their batteries were dying, and so we pushed to today so I didn't drive you as crazy as it was driving me. So we are going to do an awesome salad today, but in case you don't know me, let me introduce myself. I am Rachel Lovelace, and I help overwhelmed moms create ease by simplifying mealtime for them so that they can calm some of the chaos in their everyday lives. And today we are making, I would consider this a lunch. It is a lunch that my parents and I actually shared on Friday because the one that comes from the restaurant is enormous. And I realized then I could save some money on takeout if I figured out how to make it myself. And then I thought, why not share it with you? So if you are local in Albuquerque, you know the Flying Star for sure. And you may or may not have had the Crave salad, but it is one of my favorites and definitely something I crave sometimes. So it has your salad greens, which I'm just going to use prepackaged because it's fast. It has almonds. They use sliced ones. We didn't have any, so I'm going to toast up some slivered ones, and that'll be just fine for our extra crunch. We have strawberries and blueberries. We have some dried cranberries. We're going to go light on those because dried fruit sort of concentrates the sugar, and you don't want to add too much sugar in your diet. You have blue cheese crumbles, and then we are going to make a tomatillo lime vinaigrette. But if you're not down for making salads, dressings, especially ones that require some roasting ahead of time, I found this cilantro lime vinaigrette with avocado oil by Primal Kitchen at Sprouts yesterday. And I know I've seen Primal Kitchen products at my local grocery stores, so you might try for that if you don't feel like making your own. But I've given you the download on what's in the salad. I'm not going to stand here and make it for you today because it's boring for you to watch me chop strawberries. Anyway, you know how to do that. And because we just finished breakfast before I hopped on live. So none of us are hungry, and I don't want our salad to wilt in the warmth of the house while we wait till we are hungry. So if you've never really looked at tomatillos, they look like tiny green tomatoes with this funny husk on them, and the husk will still be on them in the store. So first thing you do is peel the husk off and wash them. And the recipe also said if they are really sticking to the tomatillos, this is what I'm putting in the blender right now, by the way, then you could boil some water, drop them in for a few seconds, which will loosen the natural stickiness that holds the husk to the tomatillo. And when you pull them out and they cool a minute, you can more easily pull the husk off. So there's a little trick for you if you're having trouble getting those husks off. So then you just cut them half. You lay a parchment paper on your cookie sheet, baking sheet, and you put the tomatillos cut side down onto that. This other that I'm putting in here is onion. It says half of a small white onion, chopped sort of coarsely so that you can roast it without totally scorching it. And so we're putting all of that in the blender. This recipe that I found, which I will share with you, of course, later, calls for a jalapeno with the seeds removed, but there are too many people in my household who don't really like anything very spicy, so I'm leaving that out today. But you also would roast that with the onion and the tomatillo if you would like a little kick in your dressing. Then we have a quarter cup of cilantro, a quarter cup each of fresh lime juice. and olive oil, which my mom set up for me. And I think I need, yep, some sea salt. Oh, Mom, I forgot to get out the honey. Would you get the honey, please? It says a half teaspoon of sea salt. You know I like pink Himalayan salt better, so that's what I'm using. And that's one of the things I really want to convey to you is to feel free to play with certain ingredients if you either don't have it, like my almonds, or thank you, or you don't like it, like leaving out the jalapeno. Okay, it says 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. So 1, we're gonna go with just 2 because I don't think we need it very sweet. All right. So Mama's gonna blend this up in a minute, and that will be our salad dressing, but not while we're on camera because it's super loud. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is often when I order that salad at the restaurant, I have them add grilled chicken to it so I have a good source of protein. So when I was shopping for my ingredients yesterday, I grabbed a rotisserie chicken from Sprouts, and I am going to just cut that up to sprinkle across our salads for lunch today and give us that protein source that we want. All right, this frying pan is still a little bit hot. We have eggs for breakfast. So I'm just gonna sprinkle that across it. And you definitely, when you're toasting nuts, if you've never tried it before, you want to do it at a very low temperature because it seems like at least a split second between almost toasted and burnt. And once they're burnt, you can't get rid of the burnt flavor and you have to do a whole new set of nuts. So low temperature, a little bit longer time than maybe you would want to wait if you're hungry, but this is one of those recipes that I think would be great to prep ahead because you could even go as far as having the I don't think you'd want to cut your strawberries because they would get kind of mushy if you cut them all like on Sunday and expected to still be able to eat them on Friday. But you could separate out your greens into portion sizes, sprinkle on the blueberries, the toasted nuts. Although if you like your nuts crispy, don't put them in the refrigerator because they will get softer texture in the refrigerator. They sort of absorb some moisture from the rest of the things. But you could toast them, put them in something on the counter. I mean, you could find lots of ways to make this faster and simpler for your everyday lunch and something that's easy to do make ahead. Maybe you roast your own chicken or grill some couple extra chicken breasts when you're doing dinner one night or whatever. So definitely play with that and find your ways to simplify, especially lunch, because I feel like lunch is one of those things that can really be so easy to just order out or grab something from a drive-through if you haven't prepped it ahead. So if you prep it ahead, you're giving yourself that extra motivation and something far more delicious, in my opinion, than a McDonald's burger. So you got my nuts here. I'm gonna just, some of them are on top of each other. I'm gonna spread them out so they get toasted. But that is the extent of our recipe today. I will post it online. I will post the dressing recipe for you as well in case you want to make your, and I would recommend putting it in a jar. Maybe you've just finished a jar of jelly or something and you've got that jar, you can run it through the dishwasher and then put your salad dressing in it. But it'll stay good in the refrigerator for quite some time. So that's another thing you could make ahead so you don't have to do it during your busy week. But that is all I have for you today. I hope you have a great Wednesday. This was our special episode, shifted by the smoke detector. Next week, regular time, regular day. I will see you on Tuesday. Have a delicious week.